Squid Game Zero. Will we ever get a prequel? The first two seasons of Squid Game are both in Netflix's top 3 most-watched shows of all time. Season 1 holds the top spot, and Season 2 sits in third position, with Wednesday sandwiched in between them. It's clear that the property has huge appeal for subscribers. We know that Squid Game Season 3 is on the way, and fans have already started speculating about other projects, such as spin-offs and prequels. The idea of a prequel detailing the birth of the games is particularly appealing. Such a series, which we can imagine being released under the title Squid Game Zero, would surely clock up viewer numbers on par with the first 2 seasons of Squid Game. Why hasn't Netflix greenlit the show? And what sort of premises are fans looking for from a potential Squid Game prequel series? Why isn't a Squid Game prequel happening yet? There's one simple reason why a Squid Game prequel hasn't been greenlit. The main show hasn't finished its run yet. It will do so sometime in 2025, which is when Season 3 is due to drop. After this, thoughts may well turn to fleshing out the early parts of the Squid Game timeline. Who knows? Maybe some groundwork could be laid out for a prequel series in the upcoming 3rd season. But until then, don't expect any announcements from the streamer about the franchise's future. There may be another reason why Netflix hasn't announced any further Squid Game projects. Creator, writer, and director Hwang Dong-hyuk has stated he's kind of sick of the concept at this point. He told Variety, "I'm so exhausted. I'm so tired. In a way, I have to say, I'm so sick of Squid Game. I'm so sick of my life making something, promoting something. So, I'm not thinking about my next project right now. I'm just thinking about going to some remote island and having my own free time, without any phone calls from Netflix." If Hwang does decide to do more Squid Game after he's done with Season 3, it likely won't be anytime soon, as he's already lined up his next project. It has the working title KO Club, and it's based on a novel by Umberto Eco. Its full title, Killing Old People Club. As the title suggests, it's going to be violent. In fact, Hwang has hinted that it will be even more violent than Squid Game. What could be explored in a Squid Game prequel? Fans have had plenty to say about what a Squid Game prequel series could entail. The two ideas that have come up most frequently are a series set in the 1980s following Oh Il-nam, Oh Young-soo, detailing the formation of the games, and one centered around Hwang and Ho, Lee Byung-hun, exploring how he became the occasionally nice frontman. Such spin-offs would fill an important gap in the history of the games and make some headway in explaining what came before the 2020s and Gi-hun's Lee Young-jae, Revenge. There's been no hint that these two plotlines would be explored in any prequel, but they seem like the obvious next step, and going down this route might even fill in some Season 2 plot holes. On Reddit, fans have been excitedly discussing their ideas for a potential prequel, and one thing seems clear. People want to see how this whole thing began. I'd like to see maybe how the first ever game, when in whatever year that takes place, wrote you/Edgar's graphic, and you/no_source_1899 agreed, replying, "I want to see the first ever game TBF. What's ahead for Squid Game?" While there's been no word on any prequel at the time of this writing, Squid Game fans have a lot to look forward to in the future. On top of Season 3, a second season of the reality show Squid Game, The Challenge, is on the way. There was no red light in our decision to greenlight Season 2 of Squid Game, The Challenge, the most ambitious unscripted show we've premiered at Netflix, Netflix VP of Nonfiction Series Brandon Reig told Tudum. "We're so excited to continue the franchise of Squid Game with our team in Korea and producers at Studio Lambert and The Garden for this epic competition series. In the States, David Fincher is working on an American version of Squid Game, retelling the original 3 seasons with English-speaking protagonists. That will be on Netflix and is set to film in 2025. It has the approval of Hwang Dong-hyuk, who told Deadline, "I don't know anything official about that, but why not? He's David Fincher. I respect his work." Interestingly, Hwang has also discussed the possibility of Squid Game spin-off series. While nothing is set in stone, the franchise's creator seemed optimistic about the notion of setting a show during the gap between Season 1 and Season 2. Speaking to The Hollywood Reporter about a potential interquel, he said, "There's a 3-year gap. So, for example, what was the front man doing during those 3 years? What was the recruiter doing? When I have some downtime, I like to just toss some ideas around and go wild with my imagination. So I guess we can be open to anything. Read more. https://looper.com/1766066/squid-game-zero- will-we-get prequel.